everybody. Today, Honey is going to continue reading The Beast and the Bethany, written by Jack Maggie Phillips and illustrated by Isabella Fuller. Part 6. The Cunning Plan. A good night's sleep can do wonders for the brain. It can help sharpen your thinking, and if you're lucky, it can bring you answers to the most troublesome questions. Ebenezer was very lucky on that Wednesday morning, because he woke up with a solution to the Bethany problem. The solution was a clever one, and it made Ebenezer smile as he thought about it. Yes, that will do the trick, he said. He was excited and he wanted to show it by jumping out of bed. However, for some reason his body was working a little slower than usual. The bones in his legs were aching and it took him almost twice as long as it normally did to reach the bathroom. When he got there, he peered into the mirror and shivered. There were wrinkles around his eyes and his hair had lost some of its color. The potion was wearing off. I must get rid of that child, said Ebenezer to his reflection. Ebenezer brushed his teeth, used to the loo, and soaked his morning bubble bath. When he got dressed and went downstairs, he laid out a mountain of food for Bethany at the breakfast table. And then, to make sure she ate it, he put a sign on the table which read, "Do not eat." He returned to his room and pretended to be asleep. An hour later, Bethany woke up and stomped downstairs whilst screaming an annoying song at the top of her voice. Ebenezer heard her chuckle with glee when she saw the food and the sign on the breakfast table. Ebenezer waited for exactly 30 minutes before returning to the kitchen. When he got there, Bethany was eating his fourth pane ox raisins, whilst reading one of Geoffrey's comics. There were 3 empty bowls of porridge next to her. "Oh no! What have you done?" asked Ebenezer, with the very horrified face he could imagine in the face of such a triumph. He was trying his hardest to pretend that he was cross with Bethany. "Breakfasted," she answered. "Oh, what a shame," lied Ebenezer. "I wanted you us have breakfast together so that I could take some time to tell you all about the beast's magical powers." "I thought you wouldn't want to have breakfast with a weakling." Bethany paused for a moment and lifted her head out of the comic. "What do you mean, magical powers?" Ebenezer had to stop himself from saying "whoopee" at this point. He couldn't believe how well this plan was going. "Never mind, I'll tell you another time. It won't work now anyway. You've already ruined it," he said. "No, tell me now," shouted Bethany. She banged one of her fists to the breakfast table, causing the jug of orange juice to wobble. All right, calm down," said Ebenezer. "All I wanted to tell you that the beast has magical powers and that—" "It's a magical power having really bad breath?" asked Bethany. "No, I won't tell you anything else if you interrupt me." Bethany pretended to zip her lips to show Ebenezer that she wasn't going to speak again. "Thank you. Here's how it works," said Ebenezer. "The beast can conjure up anything in his stomach. You simply ask for him something, and it wobbles and hums and boom, it vomits out whatever you ask for." Ebenezer pretended to unzip her mouth. "I don't believe you," she said. "Magical beasts don't exist." "Oh, but they do. And there's one in the house. Do you see the baby grand piano by the window? Well, that comes from the beast." Bethany stood up and marched over to the piano. She played Humpty Dumpty and Twinkle Twinkle Little Star to make sure that it worked. "And have you been seeing that big television on the wall in the downstairs sitting room? The beast gave me that last month." Bethany walked into the downstairs sitting room. She watched 5 minutes of the curtain to make sure that there was nothing wrong with it. She walked back into the room and peered at Ebenezer with a suspicious manner. She didn't know whatever to believe in. So you can ask the beast for anything in the world?" she asked. "That's right," he answered. "Absolutely anything?" "Aha. Then why on earth did you ask him for a television and a tiny piano?" Ebenezer laughed. "It was a good question. I asked for the piano to annoy neighbors, and I got the huge TV so that I could never have to read books," he answered. "But I've asked for much more than interesting have from it before." "What's the most interesting thing you've got from it?" "A canoe, probably. Or maybe the invisibility raincoat." Oh, so it can give you magical things as well? That sounds very believable. It doesn't matter whether it's believable or not, said Ebenezer crossly. It's the truth. Look at my face. Does it look old to you? Your eyes are a bit wrinkly, answered Bethany. Ebenezer winced. Never mind that. What I'm trying to say that it doesn't look like the face of someone who's about to turn 5012. I look wonderful for my age, and that's thanks to a magic potion that the beast gives me every year. Bethany sat at the breakfast table and helped herself with another pastry. She frowned with concentration as she chewed and tried to make sense of everything that Ebenezer was telling her. It was a good 2 minutes before she asked him another question. Why? She eventually asked. Why what? He asked back. Why does the beast do it? Why does it just give people what they want? Now it was time for Ebenezer to lie. In order for his plan to work, Bethany had to believe everything that he was saying. Well, you see, the beast doesn't just do for anyone. There's a reason why wanted to talk to you about this at the beginning of the day, he began, in the most believable voice. The beast only performs magic for people who are well behaved from the moment they wake up, said Ebenezer. There is nothing the beast likes more than rewarding people for their good behavior. It will give anything to someone who has been good for a whole day. Bethany leaned forward in her chair. Her mouth dropped open in horror, causing a half-chewed piece of pastry fall to the floor. Has it? It has to be all day? It can't be like for an hour or something? That's right, it has to be all day. Oh, pooh, there's no point in starting today then, because I've already been naughty. Now, where did I put my catapult? Wait a moment, just wait, said Ebenezer. Actually, thinking about it, I believe it might still be alright. If you're well behaved for the rest of the day, then might be able to persuade the beast to give you what you want. Bethany paused to think again. She picked a half-chewed pastry from the floor and popped it in her mouth. Where's the beast and the beast can definitely bring me anything I want? Asked Bethany. There was a surprising amount of hopefulness in her voice. Yes, absolutely, answered Ebenezer. All right then, Ebenezer, for one day in my life, I'll be good, declared Bethany. After 3 seconds, she frowned again. Can I show me how that works? Ebenezer tried his best to explain what it meant for good. He told Bethany that if she wanted to get something from the beast, then she had to stop playing pranks and making mischief in the house. She told her that she could start being good by cleaning the cake of the pain and anguish she had tried to ruin. Ebenezer had hoped the plan would work, but he had never expected that it proved such a success. Bethany cleaned every painting and acted within the space of 3 hours, and she ate 2 bowls of broccoli after Ebenezer told her that she had to eat lots of food in order to be good. Bethany clearly wanted something from the beast, otherwise she would never been so well behaved. Ebenezer soon became curious to know what it was, so he took her upstairs. I said you said I had to be good for the whole day, said Bethany. Will the beast give me that what I want after just a few hours? Yes, I'm sure it will, because you've been so very well behaved, answered Ebenezer. Ha ha ha, what a sucker, she said. Ebenezer stopped for a break on the ninth floor. The journey of 15 flats was trickier. Now that his portion was wearing off, his knees felt a bit creaky and he was quite out of breath. What's wrong with you? Asked Bethany. And why do there seem to be more wrinkles around your eyes? Never mind those, snapped Ebenezer. Tell me, what do you want from the beast? Okay, said Bethany, but if only you promise not to tell anyone. I double triple pinky promise, said Ebenezer. All right, let me whisper it to you. Ebenezer went down and then turned ear into to Bethany. She took a deep breath and blew a raspberry into his ear. None of your business, she said. Ebenezer took a big breath before the continuing up the staircase. Once Bethany reached the top floor, Ebenezer told her to wait. I'll be one moment, he said. I just need to go and tell the beast about your good behavior. Ebenezer stopped through the rickety old floor whilst Bethany waited impatiently outside. He woke the sleeping beast by poking its belly. Oh, what now, Ebenezer? It had been having a good dream about eating some tarantulas. You know how they said you would help me control Bethany? Asked Bethany. Did I really say that? How stupid of me. Yes, you did, and it really helped me if you would be Bethany whatever she asked for. I've managed to convince her to be good, but it'll only work if you pretend you're rewarding her for her behavior. I think you're mistaken for me for some sort of performing monkey, Ebenezer. The beast licks his lips at thought of how much it enjoyed eating performing monkeys. Look, I'm not sort of a genie who grants children's wishes. Oh, I know that, said Ebenezer, and I'm sorry to ask, but it really helped me. It's so much easier for me to feed Bethany when she's trying to be well behaved. Fine, let her in, said the beast, far from his least. Bethany came into the room. The smell was worse than she remembered. She had to try very hard not to say anything rude. I hear you're being a good little girl. Is that true? Asked the beast, studying Bethany carefully to see what the weight had been gained. Oh yes, I've been good for nearly 4 hours. I hear you can do magic. Is that true? The beast wriggled and hummed. By the way of response, the beast wriggled and hummed. It then vomited out a top hat and a collection of handkerchiefs. It burst out a toy magic wand a few moments later. Wow, said Bethany, that's so cool. My stick looks nothing like that. Enough chit-chat, said the beast. What do you want from me? Bethany took an anxious stroll around the room. She filled with her jumper and chewed on her thumb. Ebenezer wondered what she was making her so nervous. So, can you give me whatever I want? Absolutely anything? She asked Beast. Pretty much, but if you know this ready, come on, just tell me what you want. Bethany took still. She took a deep breath. She closed her eyes while she made a request. I would like my parents, she said. What? Asked Ebenezer from the corner of the room. Stay out of it. It is none of your business. Bethany snapped. She turned back to the beast, sounding hopeful. Would you be able to bring my parents for me? Apparently they both died in a fire. The beast didn't smile when he heard this. His 3 eyes sparkled with joy. Hang on a minute, Bethany, said Ebenezer. I'm sorry, I should have told you before. The beast can't. Hush, hush, Ebenezer, snapped the beast. The young girl is quite right. You need to stay out of her business. What that can mean you can do it? Does that mean you can do it? Asked Bethany. Can you help me? Of course I can, said the beast. Look, this isn't funny, said Ebenezer. I really think you should stop this right now. Now let's. Ebenezer was touched by Bethany and the beast. They both told him to off for being a nuisance. Now, Bethany, began the beast, this is going to work, and I'm going to need you to tell me what your mommy and daddy looked like. Mom was a Mom was a man with big ears and a big mustache, and Dad was tall and blond, she said, quickly and excitedly. Then she took a moment to think about what she said. No, sorry, it was the other way around. Dad was the mustached and big-eared. Mom was tall and not. Excellent. Now, what about the personality? Were your friends kind and nice or cruel and nasty? Definitely kind and nice. I hear they were the kindest, nicest. Bethany stopped speaking because there was a lump in her throat. She brushed a right pair of hot tears from her eyes. Can you really bring them back? Absolutely, answered the beast. Come and stand a little closer to hold your arms ready. Bethany ran towards the beast. She held her arms open. The beast closed his 3 black eyes and shut its mouth. It wriggled and hummed, filling the whole room with sound of its voice. Then, all of a sudden, the eyes opened again. It opened its mouth and vomited an enormous puff of smoke. Bethany dropped her arms, coughing and spluttering as she surrounded by the black cloud. She wiped away the soot from her teary eyes and looked at the beast in confusion. Oh, my mistake. There was nothing there but the smoke from the fire, said the beast, laughing in her face. Bethany didn't enjoy the joke. She left the room without saying a word. That was horrible, said Ebenezer after she left. He didn't like Bethany, but certainly he didn't think she deserved to be tricked like that. It was necessary, my dear boy, said the beast. That girl won't be in the mood for any mischief or pranks for a very long time. But I didn't want you to do that. I wanted you to be hard for being well behaved. Ebenezer, I told you I would help you control her. I never said that I would be nice about it. The beast yawned. Now leave me alone. I want to finish my sleep.